Hi there, this is Ulysses from Ulysses Photography. I'm a photographer based in New York, and I really enjoy using Godox lighting products as well as CheetahStand lighting modifiers. I recently had a question asking about how to take a Godox AD200 and mount it easily for use with a softbox. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Now, the AD200 comes under many different brand names. This is the CheetahStand CL200X. They no longer sell Godox lighting gear, but you can find Godox lighting through companies such as flashgear.net, gomolight.com, as well as many other places. So many of you are familiar with those. Anyway, the AD200 is a very popular flash. It has about the equivalent power of maybe 3 speedlights, and because of that, some are using it as the off-camera flash of choice to light portraits, weddings, receptions, and so forth. Some like to mount these with reflectors or with softboxes. So we're going to talk about that. Now, in the box, when you first open the case for the AD200, it comes with a little umbrella holder that looks like this, and some are mounting it into the brass quarter 20 threaded hole there on the bottom or on the side. But to be honest with you, this is a pretty flimsy piece of design that Godox has provided with the AD200, so usually this is the first thing that I get rid of. Some even throw it in the trash because it really doesn't serve to support the light with stability or with security. That's the purpose of another device that we're going to talk about. Attached to my light stand is the AD200, and it's mounted inside what's called a Bowens S-type bracket. As sold from CheetahStand, it's called the Speed Pro S bracket. Now, one reason that it's so popular is because through this clamp at the top here, you're able to slide your AD200 into the bracket and then clamp it down. And then around the face of the bracket, in 3 specific spots, are the holding points for the Bowens mount. So if you have reflectors that have Bowens mount or softboxes with a Bowens mount, then they can easily snap in place, and they're held securely by the Speed Pro S bracket. Now, just to point out a couple of other little things about the way I've outfitted my AD200. First of all, when I'm storing it with bulb in place, I like to keep one of these bulb protectors installed, and you can buy that at Amazon or any number of places. They're very inexpensive and they will protect your bulb. Don't screw it down too tight because that could affect and damage the pins of the bulb that's installed. But when you're ready to begin mounting your reflectors or your softboxes, make sure you take that bulb protector off. On the back of my AD200, I have a bumper from the LightSavers company, LightSavers.store. I'll have links to that in this video. But what it is it's a silicone 3D printed bumper that fits over the back of your AD200, and it protects the most vulnerable spots, the AV panel. If your light stand and your light were to blow over, I've actually had this happen to me, a sudden gust of wind came up. Normally I'm very attentive to my gear. It's the first time I've ever had a light stand actually fall and damage a piece of equipment. Fortunately, I had backup equipment, so we were able to shoot seamlessly. But if I'd had this bumper, then it is quite likely that this light would have survived any damage or been minimally damaged. I wouldn't have needed repair service. So that bumper from LightSavers is a real protection and a real boon. So between that and the Speed Pro S type bracket, that gives my light some security. The Speed Pro S bracket has a handle on it right here, and you can tighten or loosen that, and then you can change the angle of your head. But so that's the Speed Pro S bracket. That's available at CheetahStand.com. Now, there are several different types of reflectors that you can use, different light modifiers that you can use along with your light. This is the standard 5-inch reflector. It's designed so that it fits directly over the bulb. And so if you want to mount that over the bulb, you just slide the collar over the bulb head, and then you can tighten that in place using the tightening knob to its right. Now that's one type of reflector, but most commonly many people will be using a 7-inch reflector. This is a standard 7-inch reflector from CheetahStand, and it has a Bowen's mount on it as well. It's got those 3 locking pins. So what you do is you would slide that, match that up with the mounting points in the S-type bracket, give it a little twist, it pops into place, and so we've got our light ready to go with reflector. When we want to remove that, there's a pin, an unlocking pin right on the right hand side. Pull that back, give the reflector a little twist, and that comes right off. Sorry about the phone ringing. My wife will get that. For those occasions when you would rather have a larger light modifier, such as a softbox, that can be accomplished too with the use of the S-type bracket. What I have in my hands now is the CheetahStand Quick Soup Bowl. Basically it's a large, this is a 26-inch softbox. It comes with a beauty dish plate, which gets rid of any hot spot that might be formed. There are some Velcro tabs, 16 of them all around the perimeter, and that's for the inner diffuser. There's also some Velcro on the outer lip of the modifier so that you can attach either the second layer of diffusion if you want things ultra soft, or you can attach a grid which comes with the modifier. It's included with it. It's a beautiful value. This is not an octabox, but it is a 16-sided softbox, so it gives you a nice round catch light in the eyes. Beautiful modifier. It has nice spread to it and a very nice even light. It also comes along with your choice of mounts, or your choice of speed ring mounts. You can get it in by default the Bowen's type mount. What I have here is a low profile Bowen's mount, which is specific to CheetahStand. They developed it and they sell it at their site, and you can choose that type. The low profile mount allows the softbox to get in nice and close into the mounting of the Speed Pro S bracket, and therefore puts your bulb deeper into the light modifier so that you can use the full surface and interior of the modifier. What I normally like to do, rather than mounting it directly onto the light, because it could slip, it could slide, and if that happens you would damage your bulb. Instead, I would put this modifier on a table or on the ground, and I know you might not be able to see it because it's a little too low right now, but what I do is I remove the entire apparatus of AD200 installed in the Pro S bracket. You take this and you put it directly onto the softbox, give it a little twist, you hear it clip, and now we can take the entire operation, put it back on the light stand, and we're in business. Now that's nice and secure. I can change the angle of it as I need. You can rotate this as needed if you were doing that. If for some reason you needed to rotate it, but it's nice and secure, and that's all held in place by the Pro S bracket. So I'll include some links in this video to CheetahStand, to the Quick Soup Bowl. They may be out of stock as of the time that I recorded this video, but they have more in stock coming. I'll have some links to some places where you can acquire your AD200. I like some of the smaller sellers such as Flash Gear or Mobray. They're excellent to deal with. They're also photographers, and they really know the needs of small studios, and they're happy to help with service, support, and even repairs at any time you might need that. So I really like dealing with them. CheetahStand offers some of the best values and high quality modifiers available, so I really like using them. I'll include links to that as well. And of course, not to forget the LightSavers.store. They sell that bumper. I'll include a link to that. I'll have my affiliate links with some of these products. You can use those affiliate links if you like. This is Ulysses from Ulysses Photography, and I hope this has been of help.